How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome to Trails in the Sky. So it's funny because, like, if you've been following the rest of my videos I've explained so far, I'm still pretty sick. I'm just dealing with the consequences and the symptoms right now. It's really annoying. And it has had effect where I just am not able to record as long. My throat starts to give out. I do have cheats, but the thing is, these are clacky. They're in my mouth. I look like a chipmunk because I've got stuff in my cheeks while I'm talking, and it only buys me extra time before I'm just start coughing and I'm just really uncomfortable. So I'm not going to be pushing it too hard, but I was considering I might have time for a regular schedule this week, including my hindering, like limiting myself a bit. But I was initially thinking of just focusing on the visual novels, which is usually a really safe bet. I mean, they're the kind of bread and butter, the things I'm most interested in typically. But I've missed trails, and so I've decided that I might just, if I have to skip something this week, it'll be Chaos Head this time, because I've been doing those pretty consistently. Hopefully I'll be able to do that as well tomorrow, though. But tonight we're gonna try this out. The nice thing is that because of the voice pack, I don't have to speak all the lines for this, so that'll give me a little extra room, and I can technically take a break when I'm in the combat, when I'm not talking a whole lot, but I find that doesn't go very long. Like, even right now, I can already feel like the scratchiness and like irritation in my throat just from this interlude. And that's the problem, is that I just don't have a lot of time with it before I just start feeling really uncomfortable, and it just wouldn't be fun to record or to listen to me. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that. But I already did a little bit of exploring here last time. I'm gonna double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Might stock up on some supplies if I can afford it. But then when all said and done, we'll move on and we'll see what this fourth area is all about. This new corridor or whatever it is we're going to be exploring. It sounds like this one, if I remember correctly, that it was describing it as like a path of beasts or something. So I think it's going to be swinging away from the mirage, time and space based weaknesses, and more towards like creatures, which will have more traditional fire, water, wind, earth weaknesses. So that'll be interesting to see. Also, Reis is mad at us still because Kevin is not acknowledging his actual feelings, and she can tell. And even though she called him out on it, he still refuses to acknowledge it, and so she's upset and won't be joining us, which will be really interesting. But it means I can have Joshua, Kloe, and now Zin. Zin will be great because, assuming he's got his old abilities, he'll be able to do the big taunt, which should just help keep damage dealers from my backline and just let us deal with things a lot better. And having Kloe on the team again will be nice. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with all this. So yeah, buckle up. I'm gonna pop my cough drop so I don't have to be so worried about stuff. And I even feel like I'm having trouble making eye contact with the camera, which is really weird because it's not that hard. Or for some reason I keep finding myself looking down. I think it's just me not feeling good. It's just I feel just ugh, it just feels like everything's pressure. There's a pressure on my whole body, and I feel sore and achy all over. And it sucks because I've been sick for a week now. It's what is happening? Why is it taking so long? So we'll get to that anyway. Thank you so much. Let's jump right in. All right, so after a lot of work, I have set up the orbs in such a manner. So Kevin is kind of being my coverage man. He's going to I'm making sure he's got all the damage types covered. And I also just made sure he had some good beefy stuff. He's also containing a few of he's got Eagle Eye and information, some of the core stuff for just identifying stuff. Joshua's our hitman. Everything's about boosting attack and speed and movement capabilities. Make sure he's on the battlefield where he needs to go. Luckily, I also decided to boost his HP because they had an extra slot for it, and I was like, yeah, I might as well give him some extra health, just make him a little harder to take down. Zin, kind of similar kind of move set, where he's got plenty of health already. So I focus on him just having high defense. But also, I wanted to make sure he had some movement because he can sometimes be a little too slow to get around. But ultimately, I'm just meant to make him be a beefcake. And then Kloe, of course, I just went all ham in on giving her full coverage. So she's got a ton of powerful heal abilities. Inadvertently, she also has a decent amount of like coverage in stone and water damage. But the focus is of course being on healing. But look at that, her EP 476. Pretty solid, and EP cuts down as well, so she's got a massive pool of magic to pull upon, and it doesn't cost her as much to cast it. But I'm still not able to get her up to the high tier stuff yet. We just don't have enough like high end orbments yet to be able to really push her to her upper limits, but we're getting there, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this overall. I'm going to kind of dash through their equipment and make sure they're all topped up, and then we'll go look around and make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting before we move on. Oh, here's some people.
煉獄の鏡や戦車。まさに聖典に描かれている通りだな。
Yeah, it'd be like going out on the ocean and actually having to fight a kraken, or like the level of like existential horror would be so high.
王都の偽物を作るほどの敵だ。この程度は芸のうちということか。私とて大司教の講義を受けている身。まさかあのようなものが出てくるとはな。
Hey, Olivia.
オリバルト王子、あれからおかわりありませんか？帝国の社交界でご活躍とお聞きしていますけれど。
Ooh, that's good to hear.
まあ今のところは猫をかぶらせてもらっているよ。しかし優雅で華やかなだけの貴公子というのは肩が凝ってね。いつか折を見て僕の真の姿を大々的に披露するつもりなのさ。
What, as a bard, or are you planning to go become a stripper?
そう、ラブゴスペラーとしての真の姿をね。
Yeah, Oh, the twinkle.
アホがラブゴスペラーってあんた。
あのゴスペル以上に危険な香りがしますね。
Yeah, it's like, you know, existential crises and like maniacal overlords aside, Olivia might be the actual threat to the world.
おかわりないようで安心しました。
しかしその女の霊というのがまたいいね。たった一人影の国に取り残されてしまった美しき亡霊。なかなかゾクゾクさせてくれるじゃないか。
Cut it out. Joshua.
しかしこの
話を聞く限りではどうやら全員同時に取り込まれたようだな。
That's true.
俺だけ先に取り込まれ、このお調子者が外の世界で好き放題していたらと思うと気が気ではなかったが。
Are you talking about Olivia? Like he's the pitiful thing?
なんとなくわかる気がします。
どうやら我々は巻き込む。
That's fun. No new twinkles down here. I think I already found the books that got unlocked for this one, but still, it's good to double check. This hermit, though, I am curious to see when we'll meet her. Now that we know that the apparition we've been seeing and hearing from has been like the hermit, who is, I guess, this like other resident of this prison. But, all right, let's go. I just made a mistake. I don't need to go here. We go to... Oh, we've got doors to explore. But first, regroup area. Someone said there's like a chest here that I just wasn't able to get, which is important. And then we're gonna go to check some doors before we go anywhere. Yeah, there's a chest.
これが第四聖層への入り口でしょうか。
Oh yeah.
あ、聖層間を結ぶ転移の魔法陣やな。この先も今までと同じように全然違う場所に繋がってるはずや。
また奇妙な魔物が徘徊してるかもしれませんね。
The fact that they're hyping it up, being like, "Oh, there's gonna be fiends over there," means I'm gonna write. It's not gonna be fiends. It's gonna be like a monsters, and it's gonna be like a jungle or something.
中に入るんだったら覚悟を決めた方が良さそうだ。
Also true. Congratulations, Zen, because you remind me we're distracted this episode. Entrance exam results. Oh yeah, that's what we needed for the door. 22 out of 36. In the 33 of those years, I hate this damn place. He stepped between chewing the cuts of lamb. After swallowing, he added, who's gonna run it? I sure ain't, and you ain't no carpenter. Okay, so let's see what that item was exactly. A letter to Kloe Rins informing her that she's passed the Jenis Royal Academy entrance exam. Okay, so it is Kloe who we needed for that. Okay. So the darling of pure white radiance, that's Kloe. It's interesting to describe her as pure white radiance. Maybe it's because of her, like, she has that S-craft, which is her, like, doing the prayer, and her proof of her scholarship. So we need Kloe for that one. We also have the star door, the man who talks to this fist, so we got Zin. Now, what's interesting, though, is you got to remember, like, we have some of these doors. Like, this door has a second stage. It's the only one we've seen so far that has a second stage, so I wonder if I hope I don't miss anything from that. And then Fist of Steel. Okay. So, like, that should be the mini game. So, we're gonna definitely be doing some door stuff. So, I think we should go to... Oh, wait. Moon doors. Those are the long ones, right? Yeah, okay. We're gonna do the moon door, and that might be this whole episode because of how long it is to do. So, yeah. All that prep I did might not even matter for this episode because, like, just this alone might be a whole episode, let alone the other two doors that we're gonna explore. But, we got Kloe. Let's take her there. Alright.
汝、純白の輝きを秘めし娘、学徒たる証を携え、我が元に引き連れよ。さすれば扉を開かん。
Gotta say, I'm super stoked to be able to see a Kloe episode. I'm all for it. Yeah, let's open the door. You know me. You know how I feel. So excited. Kloe's the best. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Spring came, but it took far more time doing so than the average year. Jenis Royal Academy. Some of my favorite missions were also here at the Academy. We had the play, that was fun. We had the rescuing everybody in the second chapter. One by one, the magnolia flowers began to show their faces in the world as if reluctant to let their long slumber end. And with the changing of the seasons, a brand new student of the infamous Jenis Royal Academy set foot onto its grounds, slightly later than her peers. This is her joining the Academy. I like how it's even calling her transfer student in here, not revealing her name. We know who you are! Oh? Who's that?
Oh.
Who is this?
あれが噂の編入生ね。
Sieg!
タカ？いや、ハヤブサか。
あの時、もう誰にも頼らないと誓った。縛られて生きるのが嫌で、流されて生きるのが嫌で。
Makes so much sense, though.
私は自分の足で歩いていく。胸に秘めた 静かな決意。それが単なる言い訳に過ぎないことも、心のどこかで気づいていた。
Social Studies Classroom First Year Joint Class.
はいはいみんな。
I see
こ
class
っち
rep
注
over there.
目。こちらは編入生のクローゼリンツさんです。コースは社会科ね。私の受け持ちだわ。じゃあクローゼさん、ご挨拶してください。
はい。
Yeah.
1年に編入となったクローゼリンツです。この素晴らしい学園での生活を長い間楽しみにしておりました。
Okay.
今日皆さんの一員となれてとても光栄に思います。私はとんだ未熟者で皆さんにご迷惑をおかけしてしまうかもしれませんが。
Kloe, that's an odd way to introduce yourself. Like, I'm a child in a lot of ways. It's like, okay.
精一杯頑張りますのでどうかよろしくお願いします。
The clapping.
突然の編入生か。いいところの子かな。ちょっと硬い感じもするけど。
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
1年の5月に編入ね。ちょっと訳ありっぽいよな。
Yeah, these two are pretty sharp.
あ、質問いいですか？
Freya.
クローゼさん出身はリベールの人？
It's Freya. She's the one that they got kidnapped, being mistaken for Kloe, because she's also in the fencing club, right?
はい、グランセル。
ご趣味などはお持ちですか？
特にありません。
本当ですか？つまんないな。
でもやっぱり特に趣味とかは
Interesting.
強いて言えばお菓子作りでしょうか。でも人に言えるほどのものじゃないし。
編入試験ってすごく難しいんだろ。よく受かったよな。
あの入試より難しいのか？
Oh, hey, Mickey.
ありえねえ。
優秀なんだな。
Oh, yeah, you, Mr. My name is Logic, of all names. God. Jenis Royal Academy arc sounds like so fun. Oh my gosh, like, could you imagine playing? How cool would it be to play a game set in the universe of Trails, but it was like a Persona 5 type game, right? So you attend like Jenis Royal Academy as a student. So you go through the motions, you work on your social points, but you build up like a team. And like you would go up out into the wilderness and you go and fight monsters and stuff. So instead of being the secret, like, oh, we're secret like Phantom Thieves, it's like, no, you're like just normal students, but you're also like training maybe to be bracers or to just kind of work up your combat abilities. So you go out and you fight monsters, go through some dungeons and stuff. Could you imagine that game? That game would be so fun. God, Falcom, come on. If you haven't done a game like that before, you should really consider it. Especially with the style and the way the game looks based. Just seeing some of the cutscenes from the new like remake of the first game. That already kind of feels like it might be getting closer and closer to that idea. But like, there's something really nice about having like a daily school life with friends and building up like skills that involve like interacting with other people and having combat skills at the same time instead of just a combat game. Could be really fun to that just sounds so enjoyable. It's like you know, Trails' version of a Hogwarts story. This is so cool.
はいはいみんな、質問は授業が終わってからにして。クローゼさん、適当な席に座ってね。
はい。
じゃあ授業始めるわよ。教科書の23ページを開いて。
謎の編入生。
You're like a nerd, aren't you? So you're gonna get so excited.
なんだか気になるわね。
2 weeks passed at the academy. Despite passing of time, the student's interest in the transfer student showed no sign of letting up, and she soon was the talk of the whole school. All anyone wanted to talk about was her, how smart she was, how unnaturally polite she was, among other things. Unusual and unnatural. Her peers thought the formalities were largely due to her nerves and that she would naturally ease up over time, but that reality was somewhat different.
はあ、
やっと終わったよ。
Anton.
今日も有意義な一日だったな。
モニカ、練習始めるよ。
Oh, what's the teacher sprinting for?
あらら、みんなもう帰っちゃったの？このプリント配ろうと思ってたのに。
Oh, wow, actually Kloe. I have to read her lines. Okay. Oh, what did I do for her voice? It's been a while. Oh, it's Miss Wheeler.
先生、お困りなのでしょうか？
Okay, so she does read her lines. This is weird.
よし。
But I'm like the present.
ウィオラ先生、何かお困りでしょうか？私でよければお手伝いしますけれど。
でも。そうね。じゃあ頼んじゃおうかしら。
はい。
Uh-oh. Miss Viola handed a pile of printouts to Kloe.
悪いけど、このプリントを社会科のみんなに配っておいてほしいの。結構大切なプリントだから、配り忘れがないようにお願いね。
Alright, so like, it's really funny because like it's serendipitous. I've told you before, like I have pet snakes, right? Like I love snakes. I think they're just sweet. Eyeball pythons are so fun. The first one I got is it's called a purple passion. It has like a kind of a purple, like a dark purple head and a light purple like tone across her whole body. And so like I got her, I liked her, and I also liked she had purple hair. So naturally, when I picked her name, I named her Maya after one of my favorite characters of all time, which is Maya from Muv-Luv. The second snake we got was another ball python, and it is an albino that I got from a small-time breeder. Like I don't know if he's like doing it full-time or whatnot, but he had a few eggs and he was selling like the baby. So I brought her home, and when I asked my wife, like I told my wife to name her, and she chose the name Kloe. Inadvertently, Kloe is now my favorite character from the Trail series and one of my favorite characters of all time, and it's also the set name of of our second snake, which is hilarious to me because she was named years before I even played this game or knew it existed, which is crazy. And it just like it's funny because like I was just doing I had to do some refitting for Chloe's cage, and so I had her I was holding her and had her on my neck for a couple hours tonight while I was like working, and it's just like funny to kind of like see the parallels here. It's like really weird how that happened. Oh man.
はい、わかりました。
Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. We're gonna go hand out papers to everybody.
急がないと職員会議が始まっちゃう。
Oh, out she goes.
このプリントって社会科コースの年間単位表。これはきちんと配らないと。とりあえずまだ教室に残っている人たちに配って、あとはクラブ活動に向かった人と寮に帰ってしまった人ですね。よし。
Here we go. This will be fun. Oh, we get to explore school again. And I get to beat Kloe. I was wondering if we were going to see her old sprite for her outfit here, because she's in her like school outfit, but never mind.
まあ、それでは共和国にはそのようなものが。
ええ、何しろ国土が広大ですからね。
Okay, that's true.
それに合わせた交通手段が。いや、クローゼさん、どうかしましたか？
はい、ウィオラ先生からプリント預かっていまして。
Kloe gave Roy and Thelma a copy of the printout each.
まあ、社会科コースの単位表ですね。ご親切にありがとうございます。
いえ、とんでもありません。こちらこそお話のお邪魔をして、私はこれで失礼させていただきます。
はい。
The way they talked to her was also pretty formal too. Like,
クローゼさんって礼儀正しい方なのですね。
But the way they respond to her was also super polite. Like, I get they're probably being reciprocal, but it's like They're not going out of their way to try and break her out of her shell. It's like they're just waiting for her to break out of her shell, which might be why she hasn't broken out of her shell.
そうですね。あそこまで丁寧に言われると少し緊張してしまいますよ。
Yeah. Story of my life though too, Kloe. You and I are the same. I was always preoccupied. I never wanted to say things that would make people upset. I didn't want to accidentally make people not like me. I was really preoccupied with that, which is a shame because it stopped me from feeling like I could be myself. Excuse me, you aren't the social studies students, are you? Sorry, no, I'm a natural science student actually. Oh, oops. I see. Sorry for troubling you then. You're Kloe, right? I've heard all kinds of rumors about how smart you are. My name's Felicity Barian. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. It's almost time for our club to decide on a new captain. Personally, I'm backing Felicity, naturally, but she doesn't seem to have any interest in the position, unfortunately. I'm not going to let them stop me, though. I'm sure I can think of something to change your mind. Oh, wait a minute! Are you the girl who, went to, She's the girl who had the arranged meeting in the second chapter, right? She ran away because her parents wanted to arrange a meeting. Not even, a wedding, but, a potential, meetup. And this is her, servant friend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's I'm remembering that, right? Felicity doesn't seem to have any interest in becoming our club's new captain. I'm not going to let that stop me, though. I'm sure I can think of something. Yeah, because that seems I'm sure that's right. In my experience, Leo's observations are always worth keeping a close eye on. Can't believe he's able to work on the properties of the material from so little data, but that's just what he does. He didn't rely on guesswork either. His evidence from his beliefs is sound too. I really do look up to him. If I were to attend this class, Natural Sciences, I'd probably be interested in Natural Sciences. I think orbital technology would be pretty cool. Because it's science, but it's also magic-y, which would be really fun to mess with. Oh, Kloe, how are you doing? Have you settled in here yet? Well, I'd like to think so, yes. By the way, thank you very much for your help during the enrollment process. Thanks to you, I was able to begin my new life here without any problems at all. I'm just glad to have been assistance. If there's anything else you need help with, you only need to ask. I'll do what I can. I'll bear that in mind. Thank you very much. There we go. Humanities classroom. I could also enjoy a humanities class, but I don't think I knew that about myself until I took a humanities class, and then I was like, wow, this is actually really interesting. A meeting's going on in the faculty lounge.
入ってはいけませんね。
Oh, hello.
おや、クローゼ君。もう学園生活には慣れたかな？
学園長、突然の編入を認めていただいてありがとうございました。今回の件につきましては。
クローゼ君、君は正式な編入試験を受け、合格点を取っている。それだけのことだ。いらぬ気を回すことはない。
Dean Collins knows what's up. He knows she's likely thinking that they're trying to, she doesn't want to be given special treatment. But she also can't help but feel like people do anyway, because anyone who knows, the dean, who she is. But him specifically saying, hey, you passed the exam like everyone else. You don't need to feel like you got anything special.
はい。
Ah, the academy. Oh. Oh, you two former class reps?
あのダメ人間め、一体どこに隠れてんのよ。
これだけ探しても見つからないなんてな。
Oh, you talk about the mysterious red-haired guy who has no possible potential future presence in future games because he seems very specifically being singled out.
ルーシー先輩、俺もう限界っすよ。
What is with your blush there?
おーい、そこだれるんじゃない。ハンス、あんた実はサボってたんじゃないでしょうね。
いや、マジで真剣に探したって。目撃情報は山ほどあるのに、どうして見つからないんだ？
He's specifically hiding from you?
やっぱり
今日中に捕獲するのは難しそうね。
For some reason, like, I don't think I've ever seen that sprite before, but she sounds and seems like familiar. I like her design so far.
レオ君、
Ooh,
どうしま
yeah.
しょう。
She's pretty. She's very pretty. I wonder if she's actually a character in the future.
仕方がない。生徒会の仕事は俺とルーシーで進めておく。だが最終決戦には奴が必要だ。お前たちは早急に探し出せ。
はい。二人ともまた後でね。
Oh my goodness. Like, I like Lucy, so that usually ends up meaning that like she's gonna be very spoken for, or she's evil.
はい。
Oh, Hans, you and I have a very similar feel apparently. God, like she's very striking.
捜索再開といきますか。
はあ、気が重いな。
クローゼ、どうしたの？そんなにプリントなんか持って。これは少しビオラ先生のお手伝いをさせていただいていて。
それで放課後に配って回ってるのか？俺なら断っちまうけどな。
Yeah, I'm sure you would have.
クローゼ、なんだったら私たちも手伝おっか。ちょうどこれからあちこち回る用事があるし。
Okay.
いえ、これは私の仕事ですから。ジルさん、ハンス君、それでは失礼します。
So she just flat out refused. That's a surprise, actually.
彼女と同室になったのよね。
Oh, I didn't realize they were roommates.
ああ、編入生クローゼリンツ。いいじゃないか。毎日勉強教えてもらえるぞ。
でもさ、なんて言ったらいいか。上品だし、すごく礼儀正しいんだけど。
It feels fake, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like a real person.
どこかよそよそしいのよね。
Yeah.
まあちょっと肩肘張ってる感はあるよな。
She's got a pretty thick mask on.
でも同室なら会話くらいあるだろ。
いや、私とも挨拶くらいしかしないのよね。
Aww.
もうちょっと普通におしゃべりとかできたらいいんだけどな。
I know that does change eventually. Maybe that's how the story ends, is like Kloe like revealing who she is. Because like they eventually know.
生徒会長を見かけたらすぐに我々に通報するように。
Red-haired dude is the student council president.
あれは危険人物だ。不用意に触らず我々に通報しろ。
You make him sound like he's a beast, like he's just gonna attack anybody who sees him.
あら、あなた。
Hello, Lucy. I hope you're in future games that I get to talk to you in again.
もしかして編入生の子？
はい、
生徒会室は初めてかしら。そんなに緊張することはないわ。
I almost want to no. Like I'm wanting to look up like Lucy and see like does she appear in the future? But like I'm guessing not.
私は副会長のルーシー・セイランドよ。
Lucy Sealand.
そちらが初期兼会計のレオ君。はじめまして。あなたのこと歓迎しますね。
綺麗な人ですね。
I agree. She is very pretty.
私クローゼリンツです。よろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしく。これからの学園生活いろいろあると思うけれど頑張ってね。
あ
はい。
これからの学園生活いろいろあると思うけれど生徒会に苦情があるときは遠慮なく言ってね。
Why do they keep bringing it up? He's like gonna cause problems.
私が何とかするから。
Oh no.
はい。
Okay, big fan of Lucy. Big fan.
どなたか着替え中のようです。後でまた来ましょう。
Okay. Currently changing.
今
Oh,
は
okay.
入れないみたいですね。後でまた来ましょう。
Gotcha. Alright, no one in here. Oh, I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you a first year? This is a school cafeteria. When you want something to eat, come right here. Wait, if this is a school cafeteria, how how have we not been here before? We've been here for a couple weeks. Does Kloe just not eat school food? How's that work? Weird.
あ、クローゼ、本当に手伝わなくて大丈夫？はい、社会科の皆さんにプリントを配るだけですので。
Okay.
ああ、大変だったらさ、声かけてね。
Kloe, she wants to help you because she wants to get to know you.
私たちも人探ししてるとこだからさ、ついでだし。社会、よく旧校舎の方にいる先輩、確か社会科じゃなかったっけ？
Oh. So we have to go to the old schoolhouse at some point. We're probably gonna go there, be attacked by a monster.
No. ああ、クローゼか。
And that's where the student council president is gonna swoop in.
この辺りでだらしのない人を見かけなかったか？
How did this guy win being school president?
だらしのない人ですか？
ああ、心当たりがないならいいんだ。おかしいな。あの人にも困ったもんだな。どう考えても。
Yeah, he sounds kind of fun. If I were school council, I'd be super annoyed with him, but he sounds fun. Oh, hey. You're the new student, right? What do you want? I'm not really in the mood to talk. I'm bored, so I'm just taking it easy for now. What do you want? I'm not really interested in it. Yeah, I get you. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have to give you paperwork, Mickey. Oh, I recognize you. You're the new first-year transfer student, Kloe Riddens, correct? Yes, I am. I'm Rachel, third-year humanities student. I also serve as captain of the fencing club. If you're at all interested in what we do, you'll be welcome to stay and watch us practice. I wish I could, but I'm afraid I'm a little too busy at the moment. Thank you for your offer, though. Just thought of joining. Reminds me of the training sessions with Julia. It's about time for the other members of the club to come in and start practice. So if you're at all interested in fencing, by all means, stay and watch. Kloe, you know you're going to join.
あ、モニカ？遅いぞ。
Oh, I'm sorry.
ごめんなさい。間違えました。
いや、間違えたのはこっちだけど。
あ、そうですね。ごめんなさい。
だから間違えたのはこっちだって。
Kloe, stop doing what I'm always terrible at doing, which is always apologizing for stuff you don't need to apologize for.
はい、二人ともストップ。ごめんな、クローゼさん。うちの部長気が利かなくてさ。で、なんか用事？
あ、そうだったんですか。確かクララ先輩は社会科コースでしたよね。でもやっぱり今はお邪魔でしょうか。ミーティングの後にもう一度来てみようかな。
Just give it to her.
あ、わかった。クラブ見学だ。よし、新入部員ゲットね。
クララ先輩、短絡的すぎっす。なあ、この人のことは気にしないで。でさ、用事があんなら早めにお願いしたいんだけど。
Now, is she the girl that gets captured in the future? I think she might be.
ではこれを。
The one that, like Gunther, right? Like, that he, thinks is Kloe? Kloe handed Clara the printout.
なんだ、単位表じゃん。もったいぶるから期待してたのに。がっかり。
すみません。
I like how expressive she is. She's funny.
ではこれでおいとまさせていただきます。
あ、うん。なんか変わった子ね。
1年の編入生っすよ。ほら、噂になってる。
ああ、あの子が。ついでだから見学していけばいいのにさ。
Yeah, I'm sure. That's all you care about. Oh, did you decide to stay and watch the club practice after all? You'll be more than welcome. We got another member coming soon, though, so sit tight, okay? Oh, is that who? Maybe the other member is the girl that gets kidnapped, and she's the one in the changing room. You're not currently in any clubs, right? If you do want to stay and see what we got up to, you'd be welcome to. This is probably the perfect time to get a look. As soon as Monica arrives, we're going to be getting right to work. If you do want to stay and see what I get up to, this is probably the perfect chance. You'll be more than welcome. Hey, it's the stage. I love this place. Girls' dormitory. She sure is gorgeous, isn't she? Yes, she is. She's here she's here as an exchange student from the Principality of Remiferia to the north. I wonder what all the girls are there. I wonder if all the girls there are so pretty. Remiferia? Is that a principality in the Empire, or is that a whole other nation I'm not familiar with? I sure wish I was. Yeah, I'm guessing she's from the Empire. Lucy. Gah. She's leaving quite an impression. I want her to be in I want to see her in a future game. Yeah, hi, Logic.
クローゼリンツ君、僕に何用かな？
いえ、先生からプリントを預かってまして。
Kloe handed Logic a printout.
これは年間の単位表。これは1年の間は共通授業の比重が大きいのか。体育で5単位。
Oh my gosh!
ありえん。
邪魔をしてはいけませんね。では、これで失礼します。
待ちたまえ。いや、このプリントによれば定期試験は6週間後のようだ。君もみっちり勉強しておきたまえ。油断していて足を滑らせたなどという言い訳は通用しないぞ。
Okay, dude, calm down.
はい、精一杯頑張らせていただきます。
I didn't like you for a while, most of the game, Logic. A kind senior student has agreed to lend me some reference books to aid in my studies. He's in the process of choosing some fitting ones for me this very moment, I believe. I have no intention of not delivering my full potential during the examinations, and I hope you feel the same way. Make sure you study thoroughly for them. Logic, dude, I was good at school, but you're one of those worst people. Can you, like, untie your shoes a bit? I think it's restricting blood flow to your brain. I don't know why his shoes are putting blood flow. You know what? Let's not think about that too much. Let's just pretend I didn't say that. Okay, so Dennis, Logic asked if he could borrow some of my reference books, so I'm in the process of choosing ones to give him. He really is alarmingly dedicated to his studies. That's not a bad thing, though. On the contrary, I think it's great. What should I go with? This one? Nah, this one might be a little too difficult for him right now. If he heard you say that, he'd probably be like, I dare say, the nerve of some folks. For some reason, he just seems like he talks very pompously. There used to be a fountain here, you know? They got rid of it last year for some reason. I mean, it was from the Middle Ages, so it was pretty beat up. Can't blame them for getting rid of it. Just kind of wish I'd drawn it before they did so. It's my biggest regret. I wonder if that's like a reference maybe to like an old build where they tried to put a fountain in here, but it didn't work, or maybe they relocated the fountain asset to a different part of the game. Alright, so I think I've explored everything here, so I gotta go to the old school building, which is kind of what it's been pointing me to this whole time. Anton.
僕たちはどうしてもう春が来たよ。なのに僕の心はまだ冬ごもり。
Is this the guy we like watched getting married, or is that somebody else? Anton sounds familiar to me.
どうしてこう何もかもがうまくいかないのかな。
Or was he the guy who we watched like go all around like the country trying to find a girl to date? And like we end up seeing him at the beginning of this game on the airship, still dateless.
すみません。
あれ、君って確か 1年の編入生だよね。はあ、いいよな。
これ、ウィオラ先生からお渡しするように言われまして。
Kloe handed Anton a printout.
僕さ、また留年しちゃったんだよね。
Oh.
もう一度3年生をやるなんて。僕も1年生の頃は希望で満ち溢れていたのに。
なんて慰めたらいいんでしょうか。
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. I was so excited when I found out I could attend here. Now look at me. I feel like I've been toyed with at this point. Fate just had it in for me. Hey there, you look like you're in a hurry. Oh, you're looking for the social studies students? There's one standing right here, Anton. Personally, I think he made a major mistake picking a course in first place, though. He's not built for all that work. For some bizarre reason, Anton decided to major in social studies. I told him enrolling in a course where where you have to do that much memorization was only going to end badly for him, but he didn't listen. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. I thought we were going to have to go in the building. Okay, maybe we check the changing room now? Because I feel like we've gone everywhere. Hey there, you looking for someone? Actually, there was a girl that came to talk to me not long ago because she'd lost something. You're not looking for her, are you? She went upstairs if you are. Okay, yeah.
あれどこ行ったかなあ、あったあった。
Hey, Monica.
編入生のクローゼさんだっけ？何か用事？
はい、ウィオラ先生からプリントを預かっていまして。
Kloe handed Monica a printout.
あー、単位表か。授業がこんなにある。2年生にもなるときついな。でもこれって別に急ぐ話じゃないよね。
そうなんですか？
ウィオラ先生って去年も私忘れてたよ。
Okay.
確かずいぶん後になってもらったんだ。先生美人だけどちょっと抜けてるとこがあるから。
Okay.
クローゼさんも気をつけなよ。ちょっと頑張り屋さんすぎるからいいように使われちゃうよ。
あ、モニカ！もう、ミーティングが始めらんないじゃん！
はーい。じゃあね、クローゼさん。プリントあり
はい。
Very sweet.
でも、私はしっかりやらないと。私はただ、何かに必死にしがみついていたかっただけなのかもしれない。誰にも頼らない私の触れ得るものは少なく、何も見えない私が受け入れるものはなかった。だからこそ私は、自分はやらなければならないのだと念じ続けた。取り残されないように、置き去りにされないように。
Oh, but unfortunately she was.
私が私を見失わないように。
It's kind of cool seeing how much she grew, because like when we found her, she was well established, she was part of the club, she was part of student council, she had friends here, like she was able to be herself. So she's definitely going to be able to bloom. That we're watching that process.
私のプリントがない。
Uh-oh.
教室に忘れてきたのかな。きっとそうだ。取りに戻らないと。
Or did you get forgotten? That'd be so sad. Like, oh, I forgot that you needed one too. Or is it supposed to be that's on our desk? But it's like a piece of paper. It's not that big of a deal.
私、こんなので大丈夫なのかな?
Enter strange boy with red hair, right?
でさっき編入生の子が来たんだけど。
Uh-oh.
ああ、あの天才とか言う？それがさ、でね。
早く帰って授業の復習をしないと、習得単位の確認もしないといけませんよね。
Aww. She's too scared to know what they actually think of her. Because that's the thing, the consensus is that she's nice but kind of weird. God, it's like, I'm sure it's exactly what people said about me.
少し疲れちゃったな。
Aww. Yeah, there he is.
Yo, 編入生くん。
Back off, dude.
生徒会長の
レクターだ。
Lecter.
おう、今日は夕焼けが綺麗だな。
What a weird name. Definitely Empire, though.
はい。
どう？この学園の感想は？
はい。とても良いところですね。設備も充実していますし。
Wow, it's such a very, like, pamphlet answer.
学業に励むための素晴らしい環境だと思います。
なるほど、そうきたか。いやー、学園生活の方はどうかと思ってね。
Yeah, the book junk.
見たところ、あまり楽しんではいないようだが。
Yeah.
まだ慣れてなくて、うまくいかないこともありますけど、でも私、頑張りますから。
You're missing the point, Kloe. You should be, like, doing, like, life and kid stuff. Like, not kid stuff, but, like, young adult stuff. Like, the clubs and activities and, I don't know, going out at night past curfew and, like, playing tag or something. I don't know.
はあ、そんなことをするためにここに来たの？いやー、お前って真面目だな。たまには手抜いたりしないわけ。
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like a big rule breaker, but absolutely, like, sometimes you just gotta go and do something just for the fun of it. And yeah, I definitely, like, it's funny, like, by playing hooky in school, you know, playing hooky is like where you skip out of class or you just go, like, out when you're not supposed to. Mine was really funny because I was in the school newspaper and I was in student council. And because of those two factors, I kind of got this ability to just leave class whenever I wanted. And so there were quite a few times in my senior year where, like, it was the most, like, unoffensive way to do it. But I would basically be in class and they would hand out, like, our work for the day. And I just do it really quickly while the teacher was, like, doing instruction. Because, like, I didn't need the instruction most of the time. And then I would just go to the teacher and be like, hey, I finished today's assignment. But there's something I could go work on for school newspaper. Do you mind if I get going? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. So, like, I would just leave class, but I wouldn't do anything. I would just go and, like, hang out with friends or, like, just, like, relax. Like, I wasn't actually doing what I said I could, or basically like I needed to do. But at the same time, I also wasn't falling behind because I was just doing all my work ahead of time. So it's like, yeah, like I said, it was one of those inoffensive way to skip out on classes. Kloe.
俺ってさ、一応生徒会長なんだよな。どう？生徒会。割と楽よ。
勧誘ですか？
俺たちと一緒に青春の汗を流さないか。
Alright. Only if you have a thing for long nights filled with exciting paperwork and super duper enthralling schedules.
あれ、外したか。
この人って 生徒会長なんですから偉い人なんですよね。
She's like, there must be something good about this guy, even though he seems like a slob.
でもむしろ全く信用できない感じが。
Oh my gosh.
ああ、そういやミリアが授業に出ろってうるさかったな。今度はどうやってごまかすっかな。ミリアがカンカンに怒りそうなやつ。
なんだかやっぱり信用できない。私もう寮に戻らないと。
このアングルで立つと。
Oh gosh! No! No, you scum!
失礼します。
そっちは男子寮。
He's so aggravating. I gotta get it though. Might be what she needs to get like moving.
世話が焼けるやつだな。
Interesting. Interesting. Several days later, after classes.
生徒会。学園の生徒たちによる自主的な運営組織。
I've been here for a while.
学園の風紀秩序や生徒の諸活動について取りまとめ、自主的な権限と責任を持つ。そして生徒会の最重要任務は創作である。ここにもいない。くそー、今度は絶対裏をかいて生徒会室に戻ってると思ったのに。
レクターさん、毎回逃げ方が巧妙になってるよな。
Yeah, he's learning how you search for him.
校舎は探したし、寮も一通り回ったし、あとは中庭の茂みくらいか。
バカにしやがって。行くわよ、ハンス。なんとしてもとっ捕まえて溜まってる仕事をさせるのよ。
おう。
Get him.
あれ、クローゼ、こんなとこで何してるの？
あ、ジルさんとハンス君、はい、少し空き時間なので。
Wait, productively? How?
それって授業の予習か？
うわー、すごいわね。さすが超難関の編入試験を突破しただけのことはあるわ。
別にそういう意味では。
あ、そうだ。ねえ、クローゼ、レクター先輩見なかった？
レクター先輩。
She's like,
もしかしてあの人に何かされたとか
？Not try.
いえ、大したことではないので。
Oh no!
申し訳ありません。またうちの生徒会長がご迷惑をおかけしまして。
Why is their job to restrain him? He's the president.
本当になんとお詫びしてよいのやら。以後このようなことがなきよう徹底いたしますので。
We'll make sure nothing ever happens again. We'll make sure nothing ever happens again.
どうかこの件に関しましてはご容赦のほど。
Hans has basically threatened to put a hit out on him.
私そういうつもりじゃ、本当に大したことではないんです。はい、ほんの少しからかわれた程度です。
はあ、びっくりした。今一瞬目の前が暗くなっちゃったわ。
Oh crap! What has this guy done?
まったくだ。脊髄反射で謝っちまったぜ。
はあ。I like these two. These two are great fun.
レクター先輩ってそんなに問題を起こす人なんですか？
ああ、問題を起こすっていうか、あの性格がすでに問題なのよ。
He's just a demon from hell.
この数週間だけでも逃亡すること数知れず。
Sorry.
おまけに方々に迷惑かけて回ってるの。あちこちから来る苦情の対応だけでも大変で。
可及的速やかに拘束すべしが生徒会の基本方針なんだ。もはや生徒会じゃない気もするけどな。
そうなんですか。
クローゼどうかしたの？
いえ、なんでもないんです。あ、そういえば レクター先輩なら先ほどクラブハウスの屋根の上で寝てらしたみたいですけど。
屋根の上か。そいつは気づかなかったぜ。
A little bit of a translation error there. We didn't check there. We haven't checked there. Or we didn't check there. Not we didn't check there.
クローゼ、よく見つけたな。
本当はジークが見つけたんですけど。
Yeah, Sieg's out and about.
ハンス、今度こそあれを捕らえるわよ。
おうよ。
ありがとね、クローゼ。助かっちゃったわ。
じゃあ、またな。
はい。
レクター先輩、やっぱりいい加減な人みたいですね。
He's got to have something to him if he's class president. Because class president, again, it's something you run for. So, like, if he's going to slack off so much, why did he want to become class president?
でも、私に尋ねましたよね。
君は、そんなことをするためにここに来たの？
Ha ha! Get him! What? Where'd he go?
いない。
How did he do that?
さっきまではここにいたわよ。
どうやって逃げたんだ？
どこに行きやがった！
He's like Naruto running across the rooftops.
クローゼだ。そうだ、クローゼに聞いてみよっか。
ああ、いいかもしれないな。さっきもレクター先輩の居場所を見破ったくらいだし、頭脳明晰なクローゼなら戦力になるんじゃないか？
よし、ちょっと行ってみましょ
う。クローゼ。
Our favorite person.
ジルさん、ハンス君、もしかして屋根の上にはいませんでした？
いや、見つかったは見つかったんだけど一瞬目を離した隙に逃げられたのよ。
おかしいよな。あんな屋根の上で逃げ場なんてどこにもなかったはずなんだが。
それで、
She's like, you seem to know how to find him.
クローゼ、奴の居場所に心当たりとか。
どんな些細なことでもいいんだ。頼む。思い出したら教えてくれ。
本当にお困りみたいですね。じゃあ、
クローゼ、居場所を知ってるの？
私じゃなくって、ちょっとジークに聞いてみますね。
ジーク
？That's so cute! Yes, my boy! Man, I wish I could get involved in falconry. That seems fun. Of course, Sieg's like a magic falcon, which would be way cool.
白いハヤブサ？クローゼの
いえ、ジークは友人のようなものです。
そうなんだ。
I'd be losing my mind. I'd be like, that's so cool!
ジーク、レクター先輩見なかった？ほら、さっき屋根の上で寝ていただらしのない人。
I love it. I feel like when I was making noises for him, I was making almost the exact same kind of noise, like scream.
見失っちゃったの？いいよ、ジーク。気にしないで。ごめんね。ありがとう。
Aww. I want a Sieg.
ジークでも捕捉できないなんて、よほど素早い人ですね。
いや、それよりもハヤブサと話せる方が驚きだ。
まったくよね。クローゼって本当に謎の編入生だわ。別に悪い意味じゃなくって、ただすごいなと思って。
ああ、確かに特殊能力だぜ。
Kloe, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a thing for the royal family, but like most people don't have pet falcons they can talk to, and that can apparently talk back to them.
でも 肝心のレクター先輩が見つからないんじゃな。
そうですね。ジークに見えないのなら屋内にいるんじゃないでしょうか。おそらくこの時間帯に人気のない場所。
The clubhouse/stage area maybe?
なるほど。まず空っぽの教室に寮や講堂、あとは旧校舎。
Jill, that's the whole campus.
それでも結構広いぞ。
Yeah, what places does it not leave?
私も手伝いましょうか。
いいの？クローゼ、何か用事があるんじゃ。
いえ、クラブ見学をしようかと思っていただけなので。
クローゼに頼むのは少し悪い気もするが、手伝ってくれるなら大助かりだぜ。
むしろこっちから頼み込みたいくらいよ。クローゼ、本当にいいの？はい。やったそれじゃあ、3人で探しに行くとしましょう。今度こそ、あの首に縄をつけてやるわ。
Jill's kind of scary. Oh, we're at a party. Okay. But I'm gonna have to end here. I would love to just keep going, but like, I don't know if you can tell, but my throat's giving up, so I need to take a break. But this has been super fun. And next episode, again, we'll be able to continue this, and we'll enjoy it. And then we'll probably jump into the other doors before we move on to the next area. So yeah, it's just gonna be doors galore. But hopefully by next freaking week, I'm feeling better. Good grief, I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of being sick, especially when it's so disruptive to life. But it is what it is. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a really fun episode for me. Kloe's just awesome. And so it's always fun to see her and explore more about her past and her narrative and like where she's going and where she come from. She's such a fantastic character. It's really neat being able to see so much about her. It feels like she's kind of a big focus for this game actually. Because so far, we have the story about her for more her confession to Joshua and rejection. Now we're getting her backstory about her school time. So I wonder if we're gonna end up seeing maybe even a glimpse of her future, like what she's gonna be doing, because she's such a prominent character. I imagine we're gonna hear about her in future games, but I doubt we'd see her in other games unless it's maybe like a passing reference or the queen of Liberl is coming to visit the Erebonian Empire or whatever. I beyond that, I just don't see her being that prominent. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but I could see them wanting to compensate for the fact that she's going to be somebody who's going to be mentioned a lot in the future, but not very present in future games because of her other duties. Being able to explore her background now would make a lot of sense. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly did. I'm glad to be able to make another Trails episode. It's been too long, and I'm really excited we got to jump into it. So thank you for your patience. Hopefully you are just as excited as I am to see what the future holds and the fun side stories we get to explore. But that's neither here nor there. It's time for us to be gone because I need to go and give myself a break. So thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to hearing your comments on this one. So until the next video, watch me up and see me next. I'll see you there.